Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Welcome back to the Starseed King channel. This is your reading for the new moon in Capricorn in your 7th house, along with the Chiron going direct in your career section, your 10th house, and the continuance of Neptune, your imagination, in your 9th house. Okay, so you may be doing some career advancement where you've expanded your mind, learning new things, things that you needed to learn for whatever it is, things that will expand your mind. That's with Neptune in your 9th house. And then when you have your 10th house, that's where you have Chiron going direct. So in your career and your reputation, okay, things are healing there. So maybe you've been learning all the good stuff to get a promotion going forward, but it's also not only your career, it's also your relationships that are about to improve. As long as you keep structure in your relationships, you're going to do fine, because in that house is where Saturn is having the effect over there. And that's where also the 7th house is Libra. So with Saturn and Libra, it's going to be air with that's going to be great for you, because you're water, Libra is air, and Saturn is earth. So you're going to have a nice grounded communication with people here going forward. If you write down these things and what your ambitions would be in this area, in these areas of your life, it's going to simplify things for you for a while here. For the rest of the year, especially with this new moon in Capricorn, it's like you're writing affirmations for the new year. This is a more effective season to write your affirmations for the new year. Where you want to go, who are you, where do you want to be, things like that. Even with your relationships, even with your career, even in your higher learning. Okay, you could plan a vacation right now and set those intentions right now. So let's see what we have right here. Okay, find a way to forgive. Okay, sometimes we all have to start all over and we don't realize what forgiving is. Forgiving is the things that you say, I will never do again. Okay, forgiving is the thing that you will never do again. It's forgive. Before you receive, you must forgive. Okay, so you must let go of things that do not serve you. Yes, things that you will never do again. But these are the things that you will say, listen, I will never do that to anyone, because I've learned that the effect of it, and it affects whatever you do, comes back to you, especially this month, because it's the month of Saturn and Capricorn. So you have a lot of karmic energy going around. So you just want to clean out your clock in your relationships. You want to clean out your clock in your career, and you want to allow yourself to advance in your higher learning. So pick up something new, like a new hobby, expand your mind. Okay, that's really good, because you already have the passion for everything, and you can feel good about anything if you allow yourself to advance and expand. Okay, so also you got in was it your 11th house, you got in your your 10th house. What am I thinking? In your 10th house, that's, you also have Jupiter right there. So that's for your career. It's a prime time for your career right now. Sorry, I was just putting that together. All right, so set your strong boundaries. That's where you got your Saturn going on. Saturn is about boundaries and restrictions, but you can use those to your great favor, because when you say, I'm going to take things step by step, then you won't get so emotional about things not going your way, because you know what step you are. You know what step you're on. Sometimes you have to allow yourself to find that way to say, okay, I can get through this process without using my emotions or my feelings in a way that contradict what I'm actually trying to do, right? So get to get out of your own way with terminated course. Okay, you want to get out. Look, you started out with 2 things. So with your relationships, in your career, and in your in your career and in your higher learnings, it's all about saying, I'm going to set boundaries. I'm going to be able to focus on this to completion, right? This way you'll get out of your way. You'll already have preset mindset that will control your emotions, and then schedule yourself in, make yourself a priority. You got Ocean, Jasper. Look at every one of those little circles on there and pretend that that's your schedule, and you put yourself in on your schedule, right? Because this reading is all about you, your favorite person. This is about you. It's not necessarily about everyone else, but it's about you healing. That's why I love to do these crystal healings, right? And then this way you can lighten up with the angel aura quartz. Doesn't that look fun? Doesn't that look great? Okay, it's all about that. Lighten up, okay? Lighten up your load by allowing yourself to be grounded. In this season, in this month, while it's Capricorn season, you want to allow yourself to, by the 19th of January, Mercury will be out of retrograde. It's going into retrograde on the it's going into retrograde on the 29th of December. So you want to make sure that you give yourself that time to refocus and use your mindset to develop things so that when it comes out on the 18th, you're ready for it and you're ready to get up and get moving, okay? With Bloodstone, you have the passion and the healing at the same time. You are fully resurrected, okay? So let's see what else we have for you. You're setting your boundaries. You're getting out of your own way. Okay. That means, like for Cancer, that would be your emotions. Sometimes your feelings can get in your own way. But the thing of it is you like to take care of so many other people that you have to schedule yourself in so that you can take care of yourself. So this is where it's like a mandatory thing going on for the universal request. So they're telling you to lighten up your load, lighten up your mindset, lighten up things that are too burdensome for you, that have you weary and dreary in your life. And then get up and get going for yourself, right? And then embrace the changes that come with the phantom quartz, because things can come out of nowhere, right? And you're like, how did that happen? It can be good and it can be bad right now. So you have to allow yourself to realize, wait a minute, in my career section, I have Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter is a gas planet. Aries is the fire. Aries is ruled by Mars. So it's going to be a slow beginning because Mars is in retrograde right now in Gemini. So the information that could be coming to you right now might go a little slow and it might come in waves. So take things step by step. If you have a subject or a topic that you need to learn for advancement, take it step by step. If it's multiple topics, get to one part in one point in one topic, and then start with the next one. Okay, do it at a convenience level and start out fresh with Chrysokrila. You get to start out fresh. Use your wisdom and your energy, your emotional energy, to start fresh. Let go of things that have not worked before to grasp on to things that are new. All right. And then that way you get to open up your heart again. Look at this. Look at that. I know I got you, Cancer, right there. You got the rose quartz right there. Open up your heart to the newest of the new that's going well for you in the form of your advancement and your career. All right. Open up. Allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to feel your heart in a wonderful place. And look. Then you'll be able to take pleasure in the things that you do because you'll be fully empowered with Sunstone. Okay. You'll be fully empowered. This is like going to bring out your creativity and your inspiration. But sometimes when you're sending your energy into your emotions, sometimes your emotions can have you confused and then that throws off your mind. So you want to use your mind, which Mercury in retrograde will have you focus on things that are going to go better for you because of your ambitions to going step to step. You get to redo a lot of things. So you're going to be redoing things with your energy with Mars and Gemini until the 12th of January. And then you're going to be redoing things until the 18th with your ambitious areas where it is Mercury in Capricorn. All right. So that's where your new moon is. And that's going for, let me just make sure we got it right here. Yeah. In your relationships. So that's where you're going to redo your relationships. Just allow yourself to say, hey, you know what? There's things I'd like to change. In order to do that, you're just going to protect your energy with a black tourmaline. Okay. You're going to have that strong protection. You're going to have a plan that you're writing out before you say you want to communicate with someone else. write down what it is that you have to say so that their responses do not have you feeling a certain way, because you can stay focused when you know where you're coming from. And you know what? I would say this, Cancer. Sometimes when it's that person and they're not being a good listener, have them write down what they want to say to you. Do not talk to them. Do not talk to them, especially if you're in a tender moment. Do not talk to them. Have them write it down to you, right? Have you write it down to them. Have them write it down to you so that you can have it right there, and ask them to be nice. Ask them to not come at you when you're already in an offensive phase, especially about your career, okay? Especially when you're trying to learn things to advance yourself. You have to be able to say, hey, listen, I know that my emotions flow, and sometimes I don't know where they come from because they change like the moon. The moon changes phases. That's your ruling planet. So the moon changes phases every 2.5 days. So that's like putting on a new costume, and going to a costume party every 2 to 3 days. All right. So and 2 of those days, one of those days is going to be a blender. So you're going to have a good outfit on, feeling good, and right when you get used to it, it's going to change again. So that is why your emotions might fluctuate, but sometimes they're high and sometimes they're low. So have them write it down. That's a good thing, rule of thumb right there. Have the people who get to you the most, have them write it down. Other than that, you write it down and say, this is how I feel. This is what I think about what you're doing, instead of how I feel about it, because you know how you feel, but no one else can make you feel a certain way. And that's what a lot of people have to realize. You respond or react to what they said. So that's why you want to be clear, and that's why you want to set down your strong boundaries, okay? Set down. That's how you get your boundaries set down and in place, right? Because we're again in the Capricorn season where it's everything step by step, but it's an earth planet. So you get to be rooted in your feelings and find that peace within. Look at that. You got the fluoride. Now look at the waves of the water. Okay, now think about it. Now this isn't like for the moon, but look at the waves in this stone, the fluoride. Now this is a very mental stone. It can make you think right. It can make you focus right. It can make you, it's really good to have next to your computer too, because it blocks out negative energy. Okay, I got another grounding right there. But just like the waves, look at the colors. Doesn't that sometimes seem like how your emotions are? Okay, but this represents, in this case, emotional intelligence, right? So that's where you're going to be so gifted this month, this Capricorn season, because you're going to be more grounded in your emotions so that you can be like Lucky Jade and a bigger person. Okay, this is your season. I know I sound very optimistic, but you just know that this can really happen in your relationships too. Okay, so overcome your fears with Tiger Eye and find your courage, right? Allow yourself to have courage to do things different, to embrace change right here with the phantom quartz. Okay, sometimes the change is inside you. Okay, it's from your mind creates your emotions. That's what you have to know. People have to realize, okay, your mind creates your emotions. It's how you think about something that determines how you feel. Okay, so you have to relate to your brain and then allow yourself to recall your dreams. Okay, how is it supposed to be for you? What was the plan that you made for it? You got lepidolite right here. Okay, it's a asking you, what were your dreams? Okay, in your relationships, in your career, in your advancement. What were your dreams? What were your dreams for? This is what you can write out in this season right now. And then again, just practice patience. You got Lemurian quartz. Okay, you get the clarity, but at the same time, you see those levels and those horizontal lines. That's levels of advancement for your ninth house. Okay, practice patience and then focus on things that make you go in your higher mind and allow you to travel. This even means meditation. This means like, okay, there's a new meditation. Maybe there's a meditation you can listen to while you're going to sleep to feel comfortable. Okay. These are things you can do. And it is my pleasure to read this for you. Okay. This is your message. And I will see you next time, Cancer. Thank you very much. Bye bye.